Well, welcome to a very Japanese episode of White Lithium Eurotrash. I'm going to drive the 83 Land Cruiser to Illinois for the weekend. And, you know, when I get a new car, I always like to put fresh fluids in it. And the transmission, was just unknown to me. And you start off under here. At least it's not really rusty, so that's really good. I start draining the trans, which takes 75-90 gear oil. There is not enough fluid in there. And of course there's not enough fluid because somebody obviously got on here and started trying to round off this fill plug. So now we get to try and get that off very, very, very delicately. Just looking around, the bushings on the front anti-roll bar completely gone. We're going to need a seal in the front differential. We're going to need a seal at this transfer case right here. What else under here are we going to need? That's looking pretty good, there's some positives here, but this car, obviously, I've got some maintenance questions. It's going to need, I believe, a power steering pump also. Bushings here is surprisingly in decent condition. We're not leaking at the back diff. We've been flinging a bunch of fluid around here, obviously from the seal, which is no longer here. I'm going to try and get some fluid into this. I bought 5 gallons at Napa of, let's just see what we got. All these take the same fluid, so I just got a big, this is not like a AMSOIL situation. This is just a use SynGuard 75W90. This is a Valvoline situation. I'm just going to stick some Napa synthetic 10W30 into it and get this to the point where at least we feel okay driving it. A lot of fuckery has been done in here over time, and I can tell by the state of the tires. I can tell by the type of filter that was put on here. This wasn't owned by somebody who had any class, I would say. So now we're going to begin this process of unfucking it, which will cost, frankly, tens of thousands of dollars and will result in having a beautiful Land Cruiser. I mean, come on, look at this. It's just, who does that? Who does that? So the fill plug being partially rounded has got me in a situation where I want to be very careful. So I'm going to go at it with these Koken lobed sockets that grip more in the middle instead of on the end. And we're going to very, very sensitively try and open that up because somebody has obviously rounded it. And that's why there wasn't enough fluid in the trans. Let me show you the difference of something quick, okay? How this socket, all right, here's the fill plug. Here is is that 17 right here? Okay. Here is a Nipros, very tight fitting 17 millimeter wrench, okay? See, we're not really wanting to get down all the way on that because it's been partially rounded. I wouldn't dare try and open this right now. Now look at this. Look at this Koken lobe socket, how it gets all the way down so we can get some meat on there, all right? Let's break this thing loose. There is a special place in hell for people that put fill and drain plugs on too tight like this, okay? And this is going to take a breaker bar. This is risky business right now. Liston, man the camera. Oh,
right, kind of in the way.
You don't need that much torque on it. It's a plug. Okay.
I can't even see.
You can't, of course, you can't see. But all right, all we have to do is just get it broken a little bit. Ah, yay! Hiya! Oh, that bad boy gets stuck on there. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna...
Hey, can you grab me that 3/8 ratchet back that I just put back in the tool chest there?
Do you want the camera?
No.
Okay.
You do the camera.
You want me to keep running it?
Yeah.
Wait, what do you want me to grab? The 3/8 ratchet?
Long 3/8 flex head ratchet.
Is it the Kokan?
Yeah. The long one.
The long-handled one? Well, I mean, this is like long, but it's...
Yep, that's called a flex head.
Well,
There we go. She's off. Okay.
maybe...
Okay. Now we're off, but see, this is so bit in here that I can't even. I'm gonna have to work to get that out of there. Absolutely madness. Okay. Just to take something that will last for 1,000,000 miles if you just do the maintenance on it, and then to be such an asshole and an idiot that you don't fill it with fluid. For shame. Shame on you, people. Shame on you. Toyota went to the work of engineering this beautiful piece of equipment, and you can't even get a wrench that works. You can't even keep it filled with decent fluid. All you have to do to keep these things from blowing up is put decent fluid in them. Literally all you have to do. But you have these just imbeciles that can't even do that. They don't deserve these cars, right? And I keep making bad purchasing decisions on Bring a Trailer, buying cars that I know are basket cases, right? I know they're going to be a basket case. And because I refuse, the smart money, obviously, you buy the most expensive car, and it's always the best financial decision to, in fact, buy the most expensive car, right? Well, for whatever reason, I can't constitutionally do that, even though I know it's the case. Partially, I think it's because I feel like I will bond myself to the car by doing this process. Part of me feels like, I don't know, like I'm, my parents just kept adopting more kids in the 80s, and, and I feel like maybe I have like the same kind of desire to like save every wounded bird, but, and that's expressed through automotive, cars, but who knows? All right, let's cut. Now we're going to pump. Okay. All right, so the next step we're going to get out our oil here. Ooh, this was $300 worth of oil, but everything in the car takes the same stuff, so I'm just going to use, this is just going to go everything. Yeah, I hate these things, but come on out of there.
Did you see if you could get the filter off by hand first? Because I don't think you're going to be able to.
No, we're not using a funnel.
You just...
This is going to be a pump situation. Wait.
Oh.
Okay. Come on out there. There we go. All right. Here we go. All right. So. Here we go.
What car is that oil from? Is that from the Volvo?
It could be from a number of cars. Yeah, that's a Volvo situation right there. Now we're going to get some tubes in here. Let's see here. Put that in there. Put that in there. All right, dear. You will get to do the pumping. Oh, yeah. And grab a rag, please. We're going to do a little cleaning before we do pumping. Get all this nice and clean here. Now, we're going to put this down into here. I'm going to prime this thing. Can you grab that bucket right there, please? I want to purge any old material out of here. Oh, wrong way. Oh, now we've gotten all the contamination in here. All right, let's see here. We're just going to pump a tiny bit through to make sure that we get all the old fluid out of here, because I was using this with brake fluid before. Man, this is a lot harder to pump. There we go. All right, there's like $10 of fluid right there. Okay, I'm gonna go hold this in there, and you are going to pump until I say stop. You have a latex glove?
Yeah.
Right, hang on. We're just gonna fill it till it overflows. That's what I love. It's not like a stupid ass modern Porsche where it's like a 10-step process to fill it transmission with fluid. That requires a computer. You have to use a computer to fill it with fluid. All right, I'll hold the camera. You pump. By the way, this DJI Action 5 has proven to be extremely tolerant of. All right, just start pumping. Looks good.
It's supposed to be in the car.
Okay. Well, there's not much to see over here until it overflows. Just keep pumping. We're gonna put. Supposedly, we're gonna put like 4 quarts into this. Okay. A lot, and I'll tell you what. Oh my God, babe! Oh my God, you've just sprayed me and my phone.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my God, you sprayed 75W90 all over. Hold on, time out.
Oh my gosh!
Hold on.
It just slid out. It's okay.
No, hang on. Oh my
Okay.
God, look at my phone.
Okay, hold on. Let me go clean up your phone really quick.
Yeah, hang on. No, here.
So sorry.
You take this.
Okay.
And clean up my phone. I'll do this.
Okay, sorry. It just blew out though. That was not purposeful.
I know it wasn't purposeful.
Obviously. Right here, I'm gonna put the camera. Oh, it's facing me still.
Okay, you might need to take a paper towel.
Yeah.
And
Oh, no.
you might need to use some brake cleaner on my phone. That might be the end of that phone, actually.
I think.
We're gonna spray. I've got electronics cleaner. Get it all off, and then the charge port we'll spray with electronics cleaner. Okay.
Gosh, I can't. Has it ever happened to you before?
This exact problem?
No.
Not this exact problem, but I've had essentially the same problem happen thousands of times.
Okay. All right. This is bad. This is bad for your. This is pretty bad. What about that electronics cleaner? Maybe if I spray that.
Wait, get all the oil first and then hit it with the electronics cleaner, okay?
Okay, sure. Yeah, this is quite the conundrum we're in here. I mean, I know you want a new phone anyways, because this one is whatever.
I want a phone, I don't want a new phone, I want a phone with a USB-C. Wow, the 165 followers are getting their money's worth on this video. And they're exactly their money's worth, which is free.
Ugh.
So.
Gosh.
Here. Yeah, find the electronics cleaner and just spray it all inside the...
I will. I'm just trying to get it all. It's not that bad.
My God, how much are we going to get in here? There was not enough fluid in here.
I need to take your case off. I think it's actually going to be fine. But still, sorry about that. I didn't see the tube slip out. It just launched itself out.
All right, well, we're still rolling. Let's cut the video because we're just going on and on here. Now you can see we've got it dripping out. I love this. It's just so simple, you know. We put a lot of oil in there. I feel really bad that I was even driving the car at all before for the past basically 2 days. Whoa, all right. Because I want this thing filled with oil. Oh. All right, there we go. We're just gonna put it on.
I can't believe the oil spray. Look at this pocket. Oh, jeez.
This is my favorite pair of shorts too. The best pair of shorts.
We'll just put some Dawn dish soap on it. It'll be fine.
Okay. Just Dawn dish soap and it'll be fine.
I didn't make the hose pop out.
All right, we better do the transfer case too. We've got to do the transfer case.
All right, I'm gonna stop.
Yeah. Hang on. Okay. All right, so now we're going to drain the transfer case, which I just love these gears. When you drive this car, the gears are so chunky, like big, straight cut, old school, heavy duty gears. It feels like a piece of industrial equipment. It doesn't feel like what you would think of as a car. So how much is going to come out of this one, don't you think? I bet this hasn't been dealt with in a while. This is some jack-off idiot that probably comes from the Jeep type thinking that had this thing. All right, now let's drain this transfer case, see how much comes out of here. Big, chunky, industrial transfer case. Oh, my God, it looks amazing. It's glorious. Oh, awful looking. Awful looking. Is there anything? Not too many bits and bobs. Barely any in it. Let's see. Barely any in it again, because it's all leaked out of here. Okay? All right. Hey, we're going to be pumping again in a minute here. Now the transfer case is obviously, whoa, easy to get on. So it's not all dummied up. Oh my God. This thing has never been serviced. Holy fuck, holy. Oh my God. It's just like you open up, you look in the hole, and there's like crap built up around the inside of the hole. This needs to be, you know what, we're gonna do a little flushing, all right? Here we go. You ready to pump? Stick some latex on, dear. Get ready to pump. All right.
Ready?
Give me, pump slow, slow. Slow. Nice and slow. The pressure is what popped it off before. Okay. All right, hold on. Now I'm going to put the plug back in. I just wanted to flush a little bit through here. These cars are like heavy-duty industrial equipment. They're not sensitive. All you have to do is focus on the fundamentals. That's why I love it. It's like farm equipment, right? You know? And this is like that John Deere 4440 tractor. All you got to do is just keep it basic maintenance. It'll last forever. Okay, now slowly let's pump. Let's get this Milwaukee Impact out of the way for a minute. Okay. All right. Pump her slowly. Let's see how many pumps this takes. Okay. Whoa. Okay.
Keep going.
Keep going. Okay. Probably going to put another quart or two in this.
Right.
Yep. Nice and slow. We'll know when it's overflowing. That front diff that's obviously leaking really bad, there's going to be nothing in there either, except I don't think I have, I might have the tools to get in there, I might not, we'll have to see. I love the fact that Toyota has kept everything a hex head. They're not using any socket heads, they're not using any Torx. Everything is just super, 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 like, simple. You don't need much in the way of tools. That's why people love these. You can service these things anywhere in the world. You don't need some complex Mercedes-Benz toolkit. I hope Toyota still has that same ethos, that same design ethos. We have this nice and filled up now. Let's plug this transfer case. Okay, now it's time for the motor oil, which also over tightened. Now this thing takes like 2 gallons, 9 quarts. So this will be a big old bunch of oil coming out of here. Whoa! Oh fuck! Fuck me!
Times 2.
Oh fuck!
You just took a shower too.
No, and I just got my hair nice. Oh fuck, it's gonna overflow.
Uh-oh.
Get down in there.
Do you need to grab the other one, or are we okay?
Fuck it. Yeah, grab, I don't think it's gonna, oh, yeah. Grab the brown one quick, or the green one, grab the green one. In case we overflow.
Okay.
No, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. Good, it's cut, it's killing off.
Killing me.
It's killing off. Fuck this. Oh my god, fuck this. Alright, let's get the filter off. While we drip dry this.
Okay.
It is cool to not even have to jack up the car. This is just like, look at this, look at the skid plate they put on the...
Where?
The skid plate on the oil pan, so if you hit a rock with the oil pan, it protects it right there. That's a thing that's made for...
Don't even know if you're showing
got
it.
Okay. Right. Let's see if we can get the filter off. That's going to be over-tightened. Here's this cheap-ass filter. Only somebody that would put a filter like this. Some bargain basement filter. Like, who would do that? I'm not going to put like the best shit. We're not going to put AMSOIL or anything on here, but we're going to... Fuck. All right. Is this bad boy going to fit on there? Oh, yeah. All right. I don't understand these people.
It's cool.
Of course, the oil pressure sender doesn't work, which makes me doubly like wanting to verify what's going on with the oil, because I'm gonna have to. This is the oil pressure sender to the oil pressure gauge, so I need to get a multimeter on there. We'll do that quickly. Just see if like who gets this? This is tight. Who does this? Who does this? Not only do you use a cheap garbage filter, but you get it way too tight. Right. What do we got here? Parts Plus oil filter. Yeah.
Got some rust on it.
It's not the right filter at all.
Not rust,
Yeah.
Corrosion.
How long has it been on there? We need to replace that sending unit is my theory, but we'll check that really quickly. Let's get a filter on here. Man, our collection of oil that needs to get drained is getting rather large. We're going to take some oil back to the other house. Nice. The Napa Gold is supposedly like a pretty decent Wix filter, so I'm okay with it in this application. Things are not sorted enough here for me to like start putting AMSOIL in it. Expensive oil. I don't think this car doesn't want expensive oil. This car just wants oil, like any quality oil. Right? Let's get some clean oil on here.
Some on the ground.
There's a lot of clean oil on the ground. Get a little on there. I'm just gonna put this. Look at this thing. This is literally like a tractor. I just love it. Here's how tight you need to make this filter. Okay. There we go. People don't understand rubber seals. Why do you have a rubber seal this thick? If you're gonna kill it with torque, okay? You need to maintain compression on the rubber seal. That doesn't take that much torque. Okay. All right, let's go get the plug back in, and then we'll fill it with oil. Done dripping down here.
I'm gonna undo.
I saw a video on YouTube from the oil guy, the motor oil guy, the Southern guy that comes from NASCAR. His name escapes me right now. But he tested a bunch of oils, and this Napa full synthetic 10W30 was like won the test over all these like much more expensive oils. So you wonder like, and it's like American made. So I'm like, okay, where is this oil coming from?
Wait, did you not put the seal on it?
No, you can literally hear the oil running down into the drain pan. That's incredible. I've never had a car that you can hear it running like a river down.
Yeah, nothing's dripping. It's literally it entering the... Wow. That's kind of crazy.
So nothing is dripping. You're literally hearing it going down to the pan.
Yeah, I checked.
Yeah,
because I'm really confused. I'm like, nothing's dripping. That's how. Well, I mean, you did empty it already, but I've never heard that before, huh? All right. Anything else you want to add?
No, we're good on this. We're at about 8 quarts, so we should be getting close. Look at how disorganized these plug wires are. It's obviously somebody who didn't care at all. Okay, we are at the middle. Let's take another measurement. A little bit more. Go a little bit more. And babe, you're spilling all over. Here.
No, I'm not. That was from the splash from before. I haven't spilled. All right, how's that? It just takes forever to drain into it. You can still hear it.
That's incredibly fast how it's draining. It's incredible. All right, we're starting to look pretty good. I think we're just about there. After the drains down here, we're gonna be pretty good. The Napa girl, isn't it? It is really nice to have somebody helping me out here, actually. Okay, hold on, one more measure. I think we're good.
I didn't really help you. I spilled oil all over everything.
It still is helpful, okay? You destroyed my phone, spilled oil all over, but it still is helpful.
All right, so you have the front diff.
We're going to drain the front diff, okay? They have this lip which protects the drain plug, which is so smart and so nice. Protects it from getting rocks destroying it, so it's really cool. I'm almost scared of how little fluid I think is going to be here with how bad that seal leak is. Well, it's got some. Oh God, no. Very small, very gross bunch of oil. Okay. Here you go.
Anything else you want to say?
No. Oh God. Oh. I'm gonna do it over here too. This is more oil like that I pumped into a car in a shorter period of time than any other vehicle I've ever owned. I've never, like, this thing just is like, it's like a big ball of oil. All right, what do we got here? Now, Toyota had been really consistent with the 24 millimeter on the drain and the 19 millimeter. Ooh, yeah, let some air in there. 19 millimeter on the plug until the diff here. Oh God. Ooh, there's actually a lot of, that is nasty. This is a extremely good thing that we have done this, okay? Very, very good thing. We're gonna let that drain out. We might do a little flushy. Okay, hey, can you go over and get the setup, the pump setup with the 5 gallons of oil?
Why do you have that look on your face?
Start pumping. Slowly, please.
Okay.
All right, now we're gonna see how much the diffs actually take. Nice and slow.
Okay.
These are gonna take, I suspect these are gonna take nearly as much as the transfer case based on the perceived volume of the gearbox. Hey Siri, play No Diggity by, who's that guy?
Shaggy?
Shaggy.
No.
No, that's not Shaggy. No. No Diggity. Look, shag it up, yeah. Alright.
Bag it up.
Bag it up. Okay, keep on pumping. Alright. Wonder how much of this 5 gallons we're gonna have gone through. Last but not least, we're gonna drain the rear diff now. Let's see what we get out of this one. See how much comes out of this. This is one that's got to run all the time, obviously, so we want to definitely get... It's the only one that's not leaking either, coincidentally. The one that... maybe it was serviced at some point, who knows. Let's see what this oil looks like. Clean! Ah, this one has been serviced at some point, the others have not. Fascinating. Fascinating. Okay. Alright. Last thing we're going to do is top up the power steering fluid because it's all leaking out. And it's going to continue to do that. Where did the funnel go?
The funnel? It's right there. I put it on the wall.
Oh, babe, that's going to just drip everywhere. The funnel needs to stay in the drip tray.
Okay. You mean the drip corner? The oil corner?
The whole corner of drip of oil. On a positive note, if we go through that whole thing, we can just refill into it, okay? So we're just gonna pop some more cheap power steering fluid into this. Okay. Oh!
It's full.
No. Oh, overfilled. Okay.
There's... Wait. This is magnetic.
Really?
Look.
How
This bar right here, watch this. Somebody magnetized
How did it become magnetized? No, the camera's magnetic, babe. The camera's magnetic.
That makes a lot more sense. I didn't know the camera was magnetic too. That's cool. So you can like throw it up here.
Yeah, well, no, it like kind of sticks to the mount to make it easier to get the mount on. All right, so okay, and then we're gonna put a tiny bit of coolant in it. This power steering fluid should go in the back. Let's put a tiny bit of coolant in it, and then we're ready to go on a road trip.
That's the oil spills.
The cheapest coolant one you can buy, of course.
And that's where you just put the power steering fluid into
Yep.
this.
Now, the funnel. I'm lacking. Do I have another funnel over there?
I don't think so.
I'm very carefully for it.
Because I think you took the other one. Oh, cool. It's green.
This is old school green stuff, okay? I'm just gonna put a little bit more in here. Follow that good to the fill line. Right.
All right.
Sample. All right. The news is not good because that means, let me pull out the old calculator. This means that we are getting,
Drum roll. Calculator's pretty slow.
9.3 miles to the gallon.
Dun, dun.
9.3 miles to the gallon. That is